Taking the lead on a major problem for many states, South Carolina and Washington state went to court today, demanding the NRC provide a place to permanently store highly radioactive waste.
I think the problem is demonstrated by the recent events in Japan is that storing it near communities is great while it works, but if something goes wrong, people are exposed to great risk.
The storage tanks were never meant to be a permanent solution. The nation's oldest operating reactor, Oyster Creek in New Jersey, has stored some spent fuel for 41 years, 20 years longer than expected.
The federal government has failed the American public by not dealing with spent nuclear fuel for decades. The next nuclear facility built in the United States should be a repository rather than more nuclear power plants that contribute more spent fuel to the waste that we've not been able to solve for decades.
An estimated 66,000 metric tons of spent fuel are stored at 77 sites around the country. That's more than 145 million pounds. Picture this entire field covered in spent fuel rods, then piled 7 yards high. Currently, 2,000 metric tons are added each year. That crowds the tanks, making them less efficient at reducing radioactivity.
Is people want all of the benefits of nuclear power, and they want to pretend that there's no safety risk. And of course, human beings are fallible. There's always a safety risk.
Plans to make Yucca Mountain in Nevada a long-term storage site were scuttled by the Obama administration a year ago, after 20 years of planning, costing $14 billion.
Right now, we're looking at a longer time frame for storage of spent fuel than we have in the past. But right now, we believe that that spent fuel certainly can be stored safely and securely with the existing system.
The head of the NRC may not see a pressing problem, but the states now suing did not want to take that risk before Japan's disaster, and certainly don't want to now. Jim Axelrod, CBS News, New York.